What's up, gang? Hope you're well. We just finished breaking down a couple 1v1s, and this has been really fun. I've really enjoyed it. I'm going to break down some 5-on-5 games and stuff too soon, probably tomorrow. But these 1v1s have been super fun. I'm actually being able to give a lot more detail than I thought I initially would be able to, and you guys are finding it valuable. So yeah, this is good. We'll keep doing it. This one's called Looks Can Be Deceiving. D1 Hooper shocked me and Cash Nasty in this 1v1. This is again fan requested. This is Roy v Skoob. So
come on, man. We're Cash Nasty.
Cash Nasty.
I heard you about to step out last night. I said, boy, he better not.
I know I did it. I'm glad I did.
This guy is funny. I like what the creators have done with basketball. I mean, I think some of the stuff is really corny. I think there's some of them I really don't like. You've probably seen on my main channel, but I think Cash is funny. All of us have a friend like that, like just funny guy, loves basketball, wants to hoop, will talk trash. Black Air Force energy, love it. As per usual, we're just going to get to the game.
By Roy here.
I've seen him before.
Tell me who you are.
What's up? I'm Roy. I'm a walk-on at Stanford, and yeah, I'm excited to play Uncle Skoob.
A walk-on at Stanford, okay.
Looking forward to it.
He tough though. I seen him playing Cash. He had some tough little moves, and
Bring it home, man.
I gotta do it for Cash, man. Gotta do it for Cash. Hey, I gotta do it for Twin.
I've seen this gym in a bunch of videos, I'm pretty sure.
Let me shoot. You shoot.
I'll shoot for it.
I'll shoot for it. Ooh, I like that. I'm shooting for it every time because I think it's...
3 dribbles.
Surely you're confident with your shot that you shoot more than 50% wide open. So it's like, yeah, it'd be smarter to take the shot.
Call your own foul?
Yep.
I was talking, my bad. What was the rules?
Call your own foul?
Yep.
Call your own fouls? There's something that happens to players. I noticed this my first year of college, and now I can't unsee it. There's something that happens. There's a line that happens. So even if this Roy guy, let's just say he gets no minutes, he doesn't get to play at all, he never even gets to practice with the guy. He stands on the sideline. Let's just say that. There's something that happens when you go to college and you're playing basketball every single day, working out with those D1 guys or those high-level players. You're also doing all the conditioning. You're doing the weights. You're seeing how fast the game is. There's something about being around that atmosphere that slows everything else down and makes you feel like you're just way better than the average population in a good way. So watching that right there, like that little jab step pull up, like he didn't dribble, didn't do anything, and it's like you can just tell, okay, he's playing at like a fast pace, but he didn't even dribble. It's just being aggressive with your footwork, being ready to go, and being able to create space without even dribbling. Obviously, guys like Carmelo Anthony, some of the best at this, like he jab step a guy and they just put their hand down, then he shoots, and you're like, all I did was put my hand down. Just being able to play at that pace is something I know. So you notice that straight away. He's definitely not lying about being a D1 hooper. It doesn't necessarily mean you're the guy, but I still think it's a cool thing. And if any of you get an opportunity, even if it's walking on, I highly encourage to put yourself in those scenarios. It changes your outlook on the game and honestly just life in general. Put enough time into something, you just get better. So right here, like I'm saying, like that's a shot for me. And if I'm two, maybe you can shoot. But I just back up to see if he'd shoot it again. I don't know if he can. I don't know. We'll see. But my intuition is, he shot that and made it and was like, yes, I made one. Okay, now I'll drive. Now I'm gonna do this. Really good scorers have their thing. Like, hey, hand down, I'm shooting. If he's too close, I'm driving full speed right. Like if that's the move you want to do. If I shot fake and he falls for it, layup. It's like you kind of have like a flow chart of things you want to do. That way you're not thinking about a make or a miss. You're thinking about just take what the defense gives. Like you guys have all heard that. So the fact he didn't shoot it again and had the same amount of space, I always think, I'm like, we'll see. Nice. Stay on balance. Nice.
All right? Oh, all right.
There's a wet spot though. Oh, do you do timeouts or anything, or you don't do that?
We can do it if you want.
One timeout each?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, keep consistent.
Yeah.
Oh, the little space.
3-2.
I think he hit the ball too. But notice that this is crafty. This is like a crafty veteran thing. This is something I would do.
Do it if you want.
One timeout
Watch
each?
he checks
Yeah,
up
that's
again.
cool.
All right, keep consistent.
Yeah.
And watch what he does when he goes to catch the ball. Like look what he does with his feet here. So we talked about this in the last video of like getting your feet ready before the ball is there. So he's doing this on the catch. Look how much space he creates. Ginobili was a master at this on the dribble. But he's like stepping backwards as he catches. He's creating space for his shot as the ball's like being checked up. So now his shot pocket is just far enough away. I think he still gets a hand on it. We'll see. I got to find a way to make these skips be like 2 frames. Yeah, that's plenty of space. Now as he's closing that gap too, I've spoken about this on the main channel, like even that little step backwards is enough to get him to step forward. Well, now if he drove full speed, it's like you're stepping this direction as he's stepping that direction. Again, these are all like little details that you can use in your favor. And if your brain is always on, if you're always thinking and you're always looking for these little advantages, this is why some guys are like feel impossible to guard. Yeah, just enough space. Think he hits the ball. Yeah, it looks like he hits it, but not enough. He's still got control of it. Still gets it to his release point. See if he does it again. Yep, does it again. Creates that little bit of space.
Oh.
One thing I learned, so how to guard people like this. One thing I learned from a can't remember. It was a European guy, and this was my senior year of high school. I used to go down to the community college and just shoot and practice or whatever. Not practice, but just shoot, and we'd play one-on-one sometimes with friends. But every once in a while, there'd be one of the college guys there, and they'd usually be shooting on the other end, doing a workout or something. But every once in a while, we'd get I'd get to play them one-on-one, or they'd ask if I'd work out with them. That was the coolest thing ever. But I was playing one-on-one with one of the big men. Actually, he was like 6'10". I'm 6'5", and I was like probably 6'4" at the time. Maybe I was 6'5" then as well. I haven't really grown since high school. But I was playing against him, and even though he was their big man, and I used to watch them play all the time, he never shot in games. He actually didn't play much, but he was lighting me up. He was lighting me up for 3, and so I kept falling for his shot fakes, and I kept like getting out of position. And then he just told me, he's like, dude, you're tall enough and you're long enough. He's like, just put your hand, like just extend your arm, put your hand out in there, like in the shooting pocket. So if I drop my hand or if you lift up, it's gonna hit my hand. Play in that space. So what you need to do is be on balance, but just have your hand there. Don't lunge and don't reach for the ball and don't try to hit the ball. And you can't play these games with crafty players. Just put your hand there and then let your brain and body think of the other stuff. So think of the footwork. So I'm trying to cut you off from driving. I'm trying to like shift and do all these other things, but this is taken care of. Like my hand is over the ball. So that's taken care of. I'm not falling for any shot fakes. I'm not chasing the ball. I'm not lunging, like just playing with my hand there. If they're the type of player that can get their arm around and make that shot, I'll live with it. And if you can do that consistently, I'll change then. But just put your hand in their shot pocket. So right here with his arm, instead of just bending it, he's trying to push on his shoulder. He's trying to swipe at the ball. He's like lunging. Look how off balance he is. He's like lunging forward. You want to be on balance, ready to move, and just put your hand out over the ball. That's one of the most important things when you're playing against really good shooters, especially if you're playing. Now imagine this were reversed, especially if you're playing someone who, let's say he's a really good shooter, but then also just out athletically better, like quicker or stronger than you. It's like, all right, I've got to take away that shot, but I can't get out of position. Otherwise it's a dunk. So right here, just keep your hand here. Keep it here. Keep it in that shooting pocket. But he puts his hand out. Now he's lunging and he's out of position. Now he lunges again, out of position. All he needs is like a split second to get you to drop your hand. And he doesn't even see your hand, even though you think you're contesting. Like he can't even see that. Like he can't even see your hand.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. That's all you can say sometimes. Again, he's lunging too much, so now he's like actually giving up his advantage, which is his strength and size. Like he's doing too much. And you know, he can footwork right now. He's too exposed. So if he can step outside of this foot, it's going to make him drop his hips, which opens up a shot or the drive. Or if he can just get his toe pointed towards the basket and shoulders past his shoulders like he's beat. But again, so much lunging, he just keeps giving up position.
Give me that. Sure.
Yeah, it's not a great move, but again, giving up a lot of size and strength. Look, he's doing the thing. He's doing the thing we talked about, except he's not as long, so it's not as effective. But he just, keep your hand in that shooting pocket. If you're a little bit taller and you've got long arms, like get a little bit closer and just keep your hand over the shooting pocket. And the more athletic you are, the more space you can close, and the stronger you are, you can actually use your other hand to push on their hip and guide them in a direction. This is I should be a coach. Yeah, just keep your hand there. Lunged. Yeah, gave up space. Yeah, don't lunge. Just stay solid. You hear that a lot. Stay solid. The best defenders, they don't lunge, they don't gamble, like they just stay solid. They make very educated gambles.
Oh!
Good D, good shot. Yeah, a lot of lunging. He's just giving him so many shots because he just lunges so much.
6'4".
Like you got the size advantage. You just the more I'm watching these one-on-ones, I'm realizing like, man, we are not good at defense over here in America. Like college, obviously you watch college basketball is really fun to watch because of that. Defense is really solid. WNBA, really solid. NBA, a lot of really athletic individual defense and team concepts, but just like fundamental. It's not very good fundamentally, mainly just because how the rules are. FIBA basketball is really good to watch, like the Turkish EuroLeague, Turkish Airlines EuroLeague. Go watch that, and that'll really teach you how to play defense effectively. Too much space.
Hey, good contest.
Who's getting back warm?
What's up?
No.
Oh, okay.
6'4".
Good contest.
Now he's doing the thing, lulling the sleep, act like you're tired. Shot. Oh, I love it. I love it.
6'4".
But again, if you're playing a good player, so we talked about this in the last video, this is valid. This works. This works against bad defenders. This works in a game where there's flow and you can like change the pace a little bit. So if you're playing full speed, aggressive, full speed, sometimes catching like this and just being like, okay, slow it down. I'm just gonna boom, go full speed. you can kind of catch them off guard. But good defenders will just stay solid. Like, so while you're doing this, they might push on your hip and then just keep their hand over the ball, and they're like, I'm just staying solid. And you're like, okay, now I'm more tired than I was if I didn't do that. So this works against bad defenders. You can try it against good defenders, but just beware. You do this and they push you and you're off balance. You have to get back on balance, and you're like, okay, was it worth using that energy to try and save some energy? Oh, he hits the ball too.
Oh. 6'4".
Honestly, he'd be getting called for, I know it's one-on-one, so it's different, but he'd be getting called for a bunch of fouls and reaches, which he doesn't need to do. Oh, I thought he was going to make that. Gave him space. Can't
I told
do that.
Cash not to put his hand down, and I put my hand down. 8'4".
It is, like I said, it is different when you're out there, though. Stop lunging.
8'4".
So this is where we talk about levels as well. I mean, he really crossed him. But for me, so this is why I teach like the footwork I teach, and I think athleticism and genetics is also like half the battle when it comes to being an elite player, maybe more than half the battle. But he lost him. Like, they're going opposite directions. His shoulders are still facing the basket. And what we worked on with our footwork in the footwork video on my main channel, you should be able to get from here to the basket, to the backboard in one dribble. So if I cross someone like this, my next step, I'm getting this right foot, my outside foot here, straight to the basket. I'm throwing that ball out, I'm picking it up, and I'm cranking it. Like, again, that's when you play an NBA player, like that's what it's like. The difference here, you can gamble and get, like, you have the athleticism here, so you can be out of position, and he doesn't create a lot of space, gets to his shot, and then you're able to still recover and block it. So that's where D1 mindset, but just not a D1 athlete. Like, unfortunately, that's just is what it is.
Hey, fool. I'm getting loose now. Watch this.
So watch this. What you got for us? You got for us, Skoob?
Shot.
And again, this is America. This is who we are. We're just tough shot makers. There was nothing in my mind that like thinks this guy has that in his package, but it's like, yeah, I can just go do this. I can just do this thing. You're not going to see much of that in Europe. You're not going to see much of that anywhere else except for like the elite players.
Getting warm now.
But we just make tough shots.
Thanks.
Good move.
Hey, foul.
Yep.
I think it's one of the best things and one of the worst things in our basketball culture. One of the best things because even when you play perfect defense, guys are still capable of hitting shots. But it's one of the worst things because like this is how we learn to play basketball, and it's the only way we know. We don't know how to get easy shots. Like that was the shot there. Another shot there. He passed up 2 open shots. He didn't pass up the open shot.
10 foul.
That's the difference.
10 foul.
Stop lunging. Nice. Again, just athletically can't capitalize on those little opportunities, but good move. Also, yeah, this is really good for all you kiddos out there.
10 foul.
This is why having a bag only gets you so far. This is why I think playing efficiently, this is why I think shooting, for one, is the most important skill, because look at the size and athleticism difference, and he's doubled his score. Like, he's got a chance to win because he can shoot the ball effectively. Simple, quick decisions, more effective than lunging at the ball multiple times. Shooting from all different spots on the floor, like what Skoob's doing. Like, playing efficient, playing fundamentally, it does work. It's necessary. Now, if you flip this and Skoob was playing efficiently, like this wouldn't even be close. But then you watch this move here too, and this is why I say like having a bag is overrated. Boom, between the legs. So what y'all call that? A tween cross. He's got him with the tween cross. But like, you can't do anything with it if you can't go from here to the basket with the footwork we talk about and explode and get to the backboard. It doesn't matter. None of the other stuff matters. So be able to shoot, be able to have the footwork to properly get to the basket in the least amount of dribbles. If you have those 2 things, all the other stuff will layer on top of that. So if you have those 2 things, now when you do a move, your move's going to work because he's playing you too close and doesn't want you to shoot. And then once you get him off balance, now you can get to the basket and all the way to the backboard. He's only able to... Yeah, bad footwork gets him outside the 3. Now he's shooting a running left-hand floater with a physical, athletic defender chasing. That's a tough shot. And the problem is we're tough shot makers in America, so people see Kyrie make this shot. People will see Kyrie make it, but they don't realize Kyrie can shoot it. He has the footwork. He's doing all the other stuff first. And then sometimes when you're in the NBA, guys are just freak athletes, and you still have to end up with this. But Kyrie can make it. So, yeah, anyways, I thought that was a really good example that I didn't think I'd get to see today. Again, open shot, not taking it. Open shot, not taking it. Gets to a kind of contested layup. I mean,
Cat's nasty. Call that the cat.
And when people, this is good for you, people that hate analytics, they'll say, I hate how the NBA players take too many threes, but then they like this stuff, and nothing wrong with it. But is this, it is maybe a little bit different because he's physically and athletically just more dominant in this. But is this an easier shot? Is this necessarily an easier shot? Let's just say you're playing someone your same size and athleticism or someone bigger. Is this an easier shot? than just shooting an open three, like with their hand down. And it's like, I don't know. I think I could make 50% of these. I think I can make 50% of threes with their hand down, and I can make 50% of those layups at the basket. You know, I think it's important to think about analytics like that. Now, the crossover step back threes, that sort of stuff, percentages go way down, obviously, and the game's not perfect, but just something to think about.
Cash nasty. Call out the cash nasty.
I guess he misses layups a lot. Again, just pushing him off his line. He's just too physical. Good D?
Yep. 7. Oh my God, Skoob. 10 foul.
I always think guys like that are funny to me because I can't tell if he can shoot. But when they're all like, "Ah, oh, man, I can't believe I missed that one." Usually people are the loudest about their shot. Like, I'm like, do you even like really work on your shot like that? You see it a lot with kids. They're like, "Man, I can't believe I missed." And I'm like, "How many shots you shoot this week?" They're like, 20. Okay, maybe shoot 1,000 and then you can complain about missing. Decent look.
10 foul. Shot.
One-legged.
It's 2, right?
I mean,
10 7.
Tough shot makers, America,
10 7. Yep.
USA, USA.
10 8. I was about to say, don't give me another cash nasty. I need all of those. 10 8. On 4.
Oof. And again, this, you know, people will watch this and be like, "Ooh, I need that move. I need that move." All right, but let's look at these last two plays. How does he get to the layup? He just goes, right? And he kind of does what we talk about. It goes with his outside step, but it's pointing towards the sideline. You're going to go, your body's going to go where your toes pointing. If he could get actually a little bit more towards the basket, then that would also work on a stronger defender. But he's just physically more dominant, right? Which is also why this move works. He's just physically more dominant. Because look, now he's got the jab. Now he's like worried about the jab. Now he's worried about the redrive. He was worried about the shot fake. Then he's worried about the redrive again. And he's just like still there, like defensively still there, but he's just not physically as gifted as Skoob. So Skoob could do that same, or Roy could make that same move and Skoob would block this.
On 4.
I mean, it still looks good. Still nice. Don't get me wrong.
10. And 1. 10 up. It's pretty good. I'm bullshit. All right. 10 up. I got you, Matt.
Damn.
Oh my God.
That's good D.
Kyrie bag. Backboard. Oh my gosh.
What are they going to? Does the same thing, little step back we talked about earlier.
12-10.
So all the moves that you guys are looking at online, getting into your bag, add that one on the catch. Just take a step backwards, which means you can stand here. You can stand here in a real game. You can stand just inside the 3-point line and hold off a defender. And when they throw you the ball, you can take that step backwards. That's space. That's space to shoot. That's space to shot fake. That's space to operate. Manu did this. He'd keep 1 foot over the 3-point line while he was dribbling. So you'd be standing right here, and then he would just take that foot and shoot. So his step back was kind of like an inverted step back.
Go straight.
Super effective. People never understood.
You got any point?
People never understood how he got open.
I usually do 1 by 2.
1 by 2?
1 by
That's
2.
how I usually play.
All right. 12, 10. You got it. I ain't gonna play like that.
Game point. I just keep going. He fouls me. I just take one strong dribble to the basket and finish, and then we sort out if that's game or not after. Never in one-on-one, never let people just foul you like that and then be like, no, check up. Go finish, and then be like, okay, now let's decide. I think that's game. Like, I didn't call foul. That's game.
I ain't gonna play like that.
I ain't gonna play like that. You did. You already elbowed me. What? Oh, and his hand is in there too. Hand in the cookie jar. Hand in the cookie jar. Let's see. Does he foul? Oh, and one. Oh, that's why he double clutches, huh? Yeah, that's just a fouled him. Oh, he cranks it back. No way. Oh, he fouled him again. Oh, he fouled him twice. Oh my gosh. And you know, when we talk about you used to play 21 and scoring game point, I got 19. That's what scoring on 19 was like back in the day. Man, that was fun. GG's, my guy.
Good game, bro.
Game, bro.
He got it.
I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. Look.
Thank you.
I appreciate the opportunity to bust your ass. Oh, that was fun. I appreciate that. I'm starting to put up the little comments of when you guys sent it through. So whoever sent that through, I appreciate it. That was good. Keep sending more stuff. I think there was actually a lot to learn from this one as well. We talked about a lot of footwork and just being willing to shoot the ball, and being on balance, that sort of stuff. Like, yeah, that was a good one. I appreciate it. So yeah, take care, guys. I'll see you in the future videos.